this is Lucas, your host to the affordable raw vegan community slash college. The vision behind this community slash college is very simple. Is to have a place for like-minded, health-conscious raw vegans, people who want to increase their health and live in a warm tropical or subtropical place where they have the lifestyle aspects stacked in their favor, where 90% of what's around you is going um, is aiding you, is going in your favor of your new lifestyle versus everything pulling you away from the raw vegan lifestyle, which is the reality in most people's lives, in most communities, and most societies. And so I wanted to create a place that is not only affordable, but also is in a beautiful tropical or subtropical place with warm temperatures where you can come and learn, have fun, and be with other individuals and just experience what life can be like when you are in a wonderful climate which is more appropriate to our human needs. And so this is what is the idea behind it. And I'm showing you these photos of ideas of accommodations, what is possible. I'm going to be renting homes in Mexico and Central America starting November 2013. And here are some ideas of what I'm going to be looking for. So if you feel like you would like to join and stay with us, vacation with us, then feel free to let me know and book a week or two or a month or longer, whatever you can do. And we're going to have a wonderful time. This is going to be a small community of just several people, and we're going to have outdoor living space, indoor living space, and beaches, and we're gonna have trucks or a truck and fruits and vegetables and lots of toys to play with like boogie boards and anyways, we'll be doing all kinds of exercise classes and walks and hikes and swims and just enjoy what local life is in the local areas. And lastly, I want to leave you with this uh, thought is the following information is going to be showing you what kind of aspects we'll be incorporating into our life is natural hygiene way of life.
Welcome to the
And
farm.
we not necessarily are going to be putting it to its fullest extent. However, we are going to be barefoot walking and living more simply,
Well, you're very
naturally,
welcome to
without
be here.
too many machines
Okay,
and too
so
many noises.
as we come down into
And
the farm
so
now, we have
there
the
is a little
first
bit of
glimpse of
taste
this
about
wonderful rancho,
how
which
that
is often
would
called the
be
palapa.
like.
In the
Anyways,
U.S., in
talk
Mexico,
to
they
you
use
soon.
the word palapa. And this is actually my home. So we're going to come down these steps and walk into this thatched structure, which is completely made of natural materials: leaf, wood, stone, and, well, the paths are stone. And at this point, on this farm, there is no cement, there's no glass. Everything is natural, and I encourage people to take your shoes off. And just feel the earth, get grounded and connected as we come down. Okay, so let's go into the rancho. So I have to stop at this just beautiful bush called Flor de San Juan. These are flowers that sort of have two stages. One is this beautiful stage here, the first stage, and then they start to form the flower. This flower here is edible, and even more delightful are these pink petals here. And this is so lovely. You can just come and eat. They're like a lemony flavor, really delicious. So we have a lot of greens and things around us that we can enjoy here. And I'll show you more as we go. So Florida. So here we are in the rancho. This is my home. This home is, you know, a structure that for me allows me space to just be. There's no furniture here. I have a tent here that I use in the rainy season, but generally I sleep near the edge of the rancho looking out to this a beautiful view, which I'm sure you'll see shortly, into the mountains. And I feel at peace here. It's a place where I can do yoga, I can sing, dance, meditate, sleep, write, read, feel, be. One of the reasons that I came here and to Costa Rica is I wanted three things. I wanted fresh air, pure water, and fertile land. And I was living in New York City at the time. I was a musician, playing jazz gigs, a trumpet player, and started to make observations about how I felt during the gigs when I was eating food at these restaurants, and I had to go back and perform, use my diaphragm. Trumpet playing is very physical, and started to observe how I felt after some of these meals, especially things like spaghetti and bread and grains and so forth. And I slowly on my own started cutting these things out until I was at just asking for a plate of steamed vegetables. Around that time I read an article on raw foods that pretty much knocked me out. It rang of so much truth, of a couple also living in New York who had turned to raw foods. And I found a support group in New York City, meeting once a week. And I started to attend, and basically within a week I became 100% raw. It was so clear to me that it felt like a truthful path to follow, and I only needed to know that it was okay and that other people were doing it. I have the freedom here to choose how I want to live, and that means things like no machines, and no refrigerator, and no wash machine, and no hot water, and no radio, and no electronic music. And it sounds like a lot of no's, but actually it's a lot of yeses, because I've opened up space for other things to come into my life by leaving those things out. And I'm also using my physical body more. I'm going to walk out of the rancho now and walk over to the shed, also called a bodega, via the stone pathways. So very, very comfortable here to walk without shoes, which really gives us a sense of constant connection and grounding to this place, to the land. And it feels great on the feet. Our feet, as you know, are curved, and so is the land. And there's natural curves and undulations that actually massage our feet and hit on certain pressure points. That's quite healthy. And so this floor, I literally never tire, no matter how long I'm on my feet. Barefoot on the earth, I don't tire. And that was a great message for me. So these are all bananas from the farm. Some different varieties. I think this is called an apple banana, and these are just natural varieties that are very delicious, very sweet. They ripen, we harvest them green, and they ripen right here on the hooks inside this hut, or the bodega. So this is really the base of my diet, as well as coconuts. I do drink a lot of coconuts, probably 60 a month. I would say 2 a day, and if it's 3 a day, we're probably up to 90.
Wow.
It's just a wonderful liquid that feels to me nourishing. We know it's full of minerals and nutrients. I feel it's the purest water on the earth. And back in the jungle, it's very, very beautiful. And yeah, the fresh air and the humidity and the sunlight are what makes a place like this so amenable to just natural sun and air bathing. Oftentimes I'm here naturally, and doing gardening and feeling the sun on my back, receiving again the nutrition from the elements that are offering it. Here, you want to make sure that you're putting real things into your body to allow you clarity of mind, clarity of thought. And what I would say is, raw foods is alive, and you're a living body. And so if you keep with the philosophy of only putting living things into a living body, so we never would want to put death into a living body. if you can keep with that principle and stick to things mostly following things that come from plants, a base of plants and trees, there is an abundance in a world of amazing food and things that you can take into your body that will feed you and give you life force rather than take life force. So I would say that just keep living force going into your body so that you can then project living force outward and have a full and abundant and rewarding life, fulfilling life.